How you doing? We're Bimit. My name's Alex Snyder. I'm one of the BIM modelers for the group. This is Jared Mesker. He is a web development member, and he's the CFO. This is Emma Smith. She is a web development, and she is the scribe. This is Drew, and he's also a BIM guy. Bimit, our project is basically a process for an emerging BIM consulting company. We're going to talk about both the modeling and how we connect with our clients online. This is a sample model that we've worked on. The different kinds of models, there's 4 different levels of detail. This is a 100 level detail. 100 level detail is basically a conceptual, just getting a general idea of what the project's going to look like. It's very simple. There's not much detail in it. You'd use these a lot with SketchUp and things like that. The 200 level of detail is, there's a little more detail in it. We use Revit for this. There's no clash detection, but there is more detail. You can really see what the building's going to look like. But again, it wouldn't take as long as the 3 or 4 level of detail. A 300 level of detail has clash detection and has all the utilities if that's needed. It's got all kind of dimensions in it, and it's basically one of the most common uses of 3D modeling in construction. This is an example of one. 400 level of detail is going to have our emerging technology of a little estimating into the model. This is the highest level of detail, and companies are really working on coordination are going to want some models that are about 400 level.
The other types of models are structural, fire protection, plumbing, and mechanical. These are for subcontractors. The 100, 200, 300, 400 are more for general contractors that come in and do the whole process. Subcontractors that just do steel work would use a structural model because it just does steel and concrete and some of the interior wall types. Plumbing is basically just all the fixtures that you need for plumbing, all the water fountains or toilets or sinks, and then where all the pipe's going to go, including the drain pipe and how it's going to connect into the city around it using like the city water supply and the city drains. Mechanical is all the HVAC, which could affect anything from ceiling height to wall thicknesses depending on the type of mechanical system you're using and how big all the vents and equipment has to be. The last type is fire protection, which fire protection normally goes in last, and it has to make sure you don't clash with any of the HVAC or the plumbing or any of the structural members. And that's it can be more of a specialty one that general contractors really don't plan around, but it still has to go through without any clashes.
So here is like the main part of our product. This is just a screen capture of our homepage, which the client will log in when they're needing to send us a project. We made it on the homepage so it's really easy to find and easy to access, and so you don't have to go through like a lot of pages actually to get to it. Once they log in, this is the screen that it'll take you to, and it'll be customized to the company. It'll have the list of projects on this side, and then over on the other side there's a link for a new project. And once they actually click on new project, it'll take them to our actual form that's done in HTML5 with PHP. This is what the whole form looks like. There's several elements they'll pick, which form of detail they need. This is actually a drag and drop upload form, and then if they need to add any additional comments, they can do that. They'll hit submit, and it'll send an email with all of their information directly to Bimit. This is the initial part of the form. So just the first time that they send us a project, they'll only have to fill this out one time. So just a little bit about their company, the project title, the project location, and then the speciality of the company. And then this is the drag and drop. It's PHP and HTML5. They can upload up to 5 files at a time. And then once they drop it on here, it actually shows the image enlarged. And then we haven't put any restrictions on the type of file just because there's probably going to be a lot of different types of files that companies are going to be using.
So our emerging process is RS means estimating software, and what this does is we take a Revit quantity takeoff and we plug it into this RS means software, and what this will do, it'll give us an estimating cost for a project. So they give us a file, we plug it into there, and it'll give us an estimation. Our survey, which actually got sent out this morning from Lori Harvey, she works for the BCA, Building Contractors Association. We're just mainly asking about BIM services, companies, if they use it, if they don't. And as far as cost testing, we are also asking these companies as far as costs, so we can get an idea for what we need to charge for our services. And a lot of these companies that we're asking are mainly local based, kind of around the Fort Wayne area as of now, and going to be moving on to more broader areas. And as far as moving forward, what we plan to do with the rest of the semester is correct the login page, connecting that to the database, finish the surveys that just got sent out this morning, get those results, and meet with our statistics consultant. Are there any questions? And this is our stock price and how much we have available right now.